The Norton Commando 750 and 850 was produced between 1967 and 1977. And then, from 2009, we've had the Commando 961. So when we look at these two classic British motorcycles, what's changed? What stayed the same? Here I'm going to run through all the technical specifications and design features of both bikes. I'm not going to give an opinion on which one I think is better. I'm just going to run through the facts and let you decide. With that in mind, let's get into it. In 1968, the world was introduced to the Norton Commando 750, an air-cooled parallel twin. And then, in 2009, we got the Norton Commando 961, also an air-cooled parallel twin. Two completely different bikes from different eras, but somehow the same. Of course, the engine capacity increased by 200cc, and now we have electronic fuel injection rather than carburetors. The newer bike now produces 80 brake horsepower at 6500 RPM versus the 58 brake horsepower of the original. The original had a 4-speed gearbox, whereas the newer 961 has a 5-speed. The top speed also increases, up from 115 miles per hour to 130 miles per hour. In terms of dimensions, both bikes have a similar wheelbase at just over 1.4 metres, and the weight is also very close, 188 kg drive for the original 750, and 190 kg drive for the 961. Both bikes also had the same seat height of 32 inches, but the tank is a lot larger on the 961. The 750 fuel capacity was only 10 litres, whereas the 961 capacity is now 17 litres. If you're enjoying the video so far, can you do me a huge favour? Hit the like button. It'll help the algorithm recommend this video to other people who might find it interesting, and it encourages me to make more similar content. Thank you so much. Both these bikes were and are made in England. The original was made in a couple of different factories originally, but eventually in the Andover factory, whereas the 961 was originally made in Donington and it's now made in Solihull. Original selling price is a little bit harder to work out. In 1968, a Commando would have sold in the US for just under $1,500, which at the time would have been the equivalent of about £600. That £600 would be about £13,500 in today's money. The new 961 Commando sells for £17,000, so that's a 26% increase in real terms. But of course the original was aimed at a completely different demographic. It was very much a mass-produced bike versus the more exclusive bike of today, and that's reflected in the sales volumes. The original sold over 60,000 units worldwide over its 10-year run. That's an average of 6,000 per year. Now, actual production figures for the 961 aren't available, but I don't believe the Donington factory put out anywhere close to 6,000 units over its 10-year run. One thing that definitely has changed is the advertising. Have a look at these adverts from the 1970s compared to the modern adverts. You'll see what I mean. Different world, different times. In terms of reception at launch, the 750 was considered to be a breakthrough bike. It won many awards for its new frame design, which was called Isolastic and was designed to reduce vibration. However, the bike was plagued by many reliability problems during its lifetime. I think it's fair to say the reception for the new 961 was less enthusiastic. The bike definitely was not meant to be anything radical in terms of design. If anything, it was designed to be a throwback to the original model without the reliability concerns. Unfortunately, financial problems at Norton Motorcycles during the early 2000s meant that many owners did experience problems with their bikes. This is something that the new owners, TVS, claim to have fixed with a big re-engineering of over 300 parts and a new state-of-the-art factory. Time will tell. The original Norton Motorcycle Company eventually ran out of cash and went bankrupt. But then again, so did the resurrected Norton Motorcycle Company in 2019. Although now the Commando 961 is back in production again under the ownership of TVS. So there you go, there's a few of the design features and technical specifications of two classic British motorcycles. I really hope you found that interesting. If you did, why not check out some of the other videos on my channel? You'll find a lot of stuff there related to the new Norton 961 range of motorbikes. And as always, if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. Helps recommend this content to other people who might find it interesting. In the meantime, ride safe. Cheers.